Welcome to Savage Strategies. This is Annie Reed with AnnieReed.com, where we give you 3 to 5 minute nuggets that can help you and your nonprofit and ministry transform to reach your next goal. So today we want to talk about YouTube. So of course you're finding me probably on YouTube, if not another social media platform. And I just want to emphasize how important it is to make sure that your nonprofit is on YouTube. It doesn't matter what the content is. Well, technically it does, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But we want to make sure that you actually are on YouTube. You see, YouTube is the second largest search engine. Google is the first. So if you are not on YouTube, it's essentially the same as not being on Google. Can you imagine? How else are they supposed to find you? Word of mouth only gets you so far. And without spending millions of dollars on advertising, your audience will not be able to find you unless you're available online, which is why you should be on YouTube. Now, the strategy looks very different for each organization. And for many, it looks like a long form format, which actually does extremely well on YouTube. And the algorithm actually appreciates it a little bit more. But short form is also working. So each organization has a different mentality and it should be treated as a special circumstance when it comes to YouTube, because it very much is. What works for one does not always work for the other. I'll give you a primary example. I worked with a nonprofit who has short clips for their rescue. Their long form format will never work, because the videos that we have are short. So we need to capitalize on the fact that YouTube is really keen on shorts at the moment. They're trying to compete with your TikTok and with your Instagram, and make sure that we have sufficient shorts for it to be recognizable on YouTube. Now, if you are working within a ministry or an organization that's doing a social cause, I would certainly say that a weekly podcast or a weekly long form video would definitely suit you best. Now, once you come up with what kind of strategy that you want, the algorithm is pretty darn simple, but many people get it wrong. So likes and comments and subscriptions do help your algorithm, but it does not help your algorithm as much as the keywords and the meta tags that are added to your videos. Just think about how many times that you are looking at a video on YouTube and you get another suggested video. How do you think that they're connecting the two? They're connecting the two through those meta tags and through that description and that title, which is why it's important for that title to be separate and different from each one previous to it. I know so many organizations that will say episode 1, Annie Reed, episode 1, Annie Reed, episode 2. I'm telling you right now, that is not going to capture anybody's eye, nor will the algorithm capture it to feature it on anybody's episode or For You page. So you want to make sure that your title has keywords in it. Your description is completely full of keywords. And I would say the first 3 sentences are the ones that matter the most. So they should be the most SEO heavy. And then after that, making sure that your meta tags actually match up with what you're saying. So if you need help with your YouTube channel, if you don't even have a YouTube channel, please contact us. We've worked with organizations that have had millions of subscribers. We've worked with organizations that wanted to have millions of subscribers, and we actually got them to those 2 million, 3 million organizations. We also worked with an organization that went from a top 1% of the YouTube most popular podcast, and we took them to a 0.01%. That is a huge feat. So we'd love to work with you, with your organization. I promise YouTube is only going to enhance your searchability and the means that you are able to fulfill your mission. Visit us at AnnieReed.com. We'd love to be able to assist you with this, and we'd love to be able to make sure that you are capitalizing on your searchability on YouTube.